There is one such masterpiece of the architect of the Mughal Empire in the city of Agra, India.
Today, the whole world recognizes it by the name of Taj Mahal.
Spread over 42 acres, this tomb is shining from a distance, where the gardens of beauty are decorated inside, while many clouds of rum and sadness are still hovering over it. Rejoices in this beautiful building built almost 400 years ago, where it used to be the largest and most luxurious building of its time.
Today, it is also considered as the seventh wonder of the world.
20,000 workers shed blood and sweat day and night to build this magnificent structure, and that too not for 1 or 2 years, but for the entire 22 years. This priceless tomb is more expensive than $1 billion.
That is 7,500 crore rupees at the astonishing store. Because in this building, Mughal architects had left many such signs of their skills, whose world's top engineers are still the chief till date. This building was designed in such a way that when it is seen from behind the main gate, it looks quite big.
But as soon as it moves towards the main gate, its size automatically becomes smaller.
This was not the first mind-boggling trick used in Mughal architecture. Its 4 towers are not standing straight at all, but these towers are slightly tilted outwards.
Because if they are erected upright, they seem to be tilted inwards when seen from a distance, as you see in these mosques. There was also another reason to tilt these towers outwards,
and that was that even if these towers were to be tilted outwards, in the event of a dangerous earthquake, they would not let a flame fall on the Taj Mahal. But what was the matter?
That those who make it cannot tolerate even a single bore on it in any case.
What are the roots of Taj Mahal which were tried to be hidden for 100 years ago, and when there was no concrete steel here at that time? After all, how this luxurious tomb and the 40-meter high on it was built.
All this and even more you will be able to know in today's special video. This case started
in 1607, when this docked from India and Pakistan used to have a hold of the Mughal Empire.
On this day, Shajahan Muhammad Khurram, the youngest son of the Mughal emperor, had turned 15 years old, and a grand party was held in Agra fort for the celebration of the same.
Khurram was the most strange to the Mughal emperor. For this reason, on every birthday, it was weighed with diamonds, jewels and gold. That is, the more weight the Prince Khurram had, the more the treasure was given to its name. But something even more special to be on this birthday was the Mughal emperor married the Prince Khurram with the daughter of one of his lawyers. One is known as Mumtaz Mahal. Mumtaz and Khurram had fallen in love with each other on the first day.
And at that time, no one knew that this love would remain dominated forever. For the next 10 years, the prince fought many wars and achieved a lot of success in them. For this reason, the emperor was happy and awarded him the cup of Shajahan, which means the king of the world. Shajahan had a total of 6 wives who lived in the harem of Agra fort. Of these 6, Shajahan loved Mumtaz the most, and this was the reason that most of his time was with Mumtaz Mahal.
Time was passing rapidly, and after 4 years, that is, in 1621, the Mughal emperor suddenly passed away. Shajahan, who had already become very famous in the Mughal Empire and was also the favorite son of the emperor. In 1628, 7 years after his father's death, he ascended the throne of emperor. The entire Mughal Empire is very happy with its new emperor. It was visible. This was the period when the Mughal Empire used to rule the Mughal Empire in its entire recruitment. The whole of India and Pakistan, as well as in many parts of Afghanistan. Shajahan used to make all the decisions himself, while Mumtaz Mahal used to stay behind and advise Shajahan.
But no one knew that only 1 year had passed since the Mughal Empire had to face enemies once again. The war continued for the next 2 years, and Shajahan got a lot of success in this war too.
But Shajahan still makes a philosophy of success that he has been warned of a regret or news. Nahya Mumtaz Mahal, who was giving birth to Shajahan's 14th child. Her condition deteriorated, and on June 17, 1631, she died from this world even while dancing.
The mourning of the entire Mughal Sultanate did not change in sight. This news that fell like a fire on Shajahan ended his world.
Shah Jahan's first love and his most beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal had disappeared from this world. The shadow of this illusion is said to have pushed Shah Jahan into black darkness. For the next 8 days, he did not eat anything, and for the next 2 years, no one listened to his aunt or applied perfume. Mumtaz Mahal had one last wish before dying.
She wanted her news to be made in the most beautiful tomb in the world.
To fulfill this task and the last wish of the bomb Taj Mahal, Shah Jahan decided to spend all his wealth and lifetime.
6 months after Mumtaz's passing,
in 1632, the construction work of Taj Mahal started. More than 20,000 labourers, stone finders and artisans were gathered from all over the Sultanate.
Lashkar was summoned to Agra at the behest of Shah Jahan because the news of Mumtaz was present in the Yamuna river. For this reason, it is very difficult to build the world's most beautiful building at this place. Yes, it was love.
The land on the banks of the river is very soft, and if excavation work was done here, the flow of water could also damage the foundation of the Taj Mahal.
To deal with this issue, Mughal engineers first started digging many wells under the ground here. The workers keep jumping these wells until the happy ground was visible.
It was filled with stones, and then large columns of stones were erected on top of it.
Along with the workers, a large army of elephants was also used to carry out all this work.
This trick of Mughal engineers had worked, and now a strong foundation was ready, one that stood as steel even on soft ground.
After the foundation, it was now the turn to design a building that no one has seen before today. A design that broke all previous records.
Shah Jahan took the idea of the design of the Taj Mahal from his father's tombs. The idea of father's tomb seminars was taken.
The idea of building core was taken from Dada's tomb, and the idea of dome was taken from his uncle's tomb.
And when all these were combined, a magnificent and luxurious design emerged.
There were not 1,000,000 but crores to build this structure of the building. Bags on the spot, gone. All this was not so easy, and cost money was also being wasted.
Every passing day, the royal treasury was becoming increasingly empty, but Shah Jahan did not care about anything.
They just had to complete this work at all costs. It is said that so many people were employed in the construction of the Taj Mahal, that due to this, food and drink in the surrounding areas ended. To meet the demand of 20,000 workers and artisans, Shah Jahan started moving grains from all the surrounding areas.
After many years of hard work, the structure of the building was completed. It was my turn to decorate it with a marble. This marble was to be imported from Rajasthan, 400 kilometers away from Agra.
Because the Makrana marble here is considered the world's finest marble till date.
Shah Jahan had reserved the entire Makrana marble for the Taj Mahal. That is, until the demand of the Taj Mahal was not met. No one was allowed to buy this marble. With the help of 1,000 elephants, marble weighing thousands of tons was imported from Rajasthan to Agra.
This beautiful Rome of the Taj Mahal is so big that it can be guessed only by looking at the eyes. Nowadays, such romps can be easily built on steel structures, but 400 years ago, they had only the support of stones to make 40 meters high. Mughal in making this drone. Today's engineers also praise the stress calculation done by the engineers.
For the finishing of the Taj Mahal, it was to be decorated with Petrodora here by Chinkari.
It is called an artwork in which a precious stone is carved inside the marble. Marble is carved into a large building and closely shaped like a precious stone, and then the stone is pasted into it through glue. Glue was not a common glue used on the Taj Mahal. After much research and laboratory tests, it was found that it was made by mixing glue, molasses, lemon juice and sangay murmur powder.
At the same time, it is still used for the renovation of the Taj Mahal.
One of the special things about the Taj Mahal is that it changes its colors for times a day. It gives a completely black shade before the sun comes out. After the sun comes out, it gives light yellow and pink shades.
when a new look of the beauty of the Taj Mahal is seen in the afternoon?
As if pearls are shining on the blue sky, and at sunset, this whole building appears golden color.
After 22 years, the construction of the Taj Mahal was completed in 1654. Shah Jahan had managed to build the world's most beautiful mausoleum in memory of his Begum, where Jahan named this luxurious building in memory of his favorite wife, named it Taj Mahal from Mumtaz Mahal. Every year, Shah Jahan used to visit the Taj Mahal through the Yamuna River on the death anniversary of Mumtaz.
This was such a train of Taj Mahal, which was built only for the royal family.
The walls of this entrance were intriguingly carved, probably only for the royal eye to see.
Was planted.
This expensive project of Shah Jahan was completed, but it brought the Mughal Sultanate to the edge of destruction. 4 years later, in 1658, Shah Jahan and Mumtaz's own son overturned the royal and himself became the emperor of the Mughal Empire. Shah Jahan, who had been ruling this throne for the last 30 years, was not taken prisoner and the Agra fort was not closed.
There was only one such facility So it was given to Shah Jahan, and that was that he was locked in the room. From his window he could see the Taj Mahal. After being imprisoned for 8 years, Shah Jahan also left this world at the age of 74.
Shah Jahan's time had come to meet Mumtaz again, and he was not buried in the Taj Mahal. Hopefully, you guys will like and share this video.